Let's begin. Selected from a group of 5 children who were unwanted pregnancies, Truman was chosen to be the star of a new reality TV show. Selected from a group of 5 children who were unwanted pregnancies, Truman was chosen to be the star of a new reality TV show because he happened to be born close to the target date for the show to go live. One lucky boy who was chosen to be the center of a fabricated world. No one can say that Truman is being abused in Sea Haven, as his every need is taken care of, and he lives an idyllic middle American life, surrounded by people who love and adore him, except that he is being abused, and the life he lives is only admirable when taken at face value, as Truman's life really isn't a life at all. While Truman is his own person, and has developed as such, nearly every other aspect of his life has been manufactured to entertain others. The food he eats, the job he works, his friends, his family, everything in Truman's life is false, and he's only ever presented with the illusion of choice, not the actual ability to make choices of his own.
You can't leave, Truman.
But all of this doesn't matter if it looks boring or if our suspension of disbelief is ruined. So whether it's a fisheye lens emulating a hidden camera, POV shots, a push-in to a product placement,
That is a beer.
cuts to viewers, or wide shots emphasizing his heightened paranoia, The Truman Show truly is the perfect type of meta. Shots emphasizing his heightened paranoia.
If Robin gets some help or checks himself and stops being so paranoid about some ridiculous shit, Robin.
Or wide shots emphasizing his heightened paranoia. The Truman Show truly is the perfect type of meta.
There, perfect. That's our hero shot.
So you're an actress playing an actress who's playing a character in a reality TV show, basically.
Well, for me, there.
Sure, that's what caused him to break back onto the set.
But how do you intend to explain his 22-year absence?
Amnesia.
Brilliant. Let's take some of those viewer phone calls. Charlotte, North Carolina, you're on with Christoph.
Hi, Christoph. I was just wondering how many cameras you got there in that town. How many cameras you got there? I was just wondering, Christoph. I was just wondering.
Kermit the Frog is actually Marfugle. You know, Adam. Marfugle. Yeah. He's actually Kermit the Frog.
It might actually happen in a few days because of certain holidays.
There are
Robin, religious events.
I let it all out, so I think I'm now repenting and I can go to heaven. John Denver, the Pope. Yeah. I am he. He is me. I never died on that plane. I was getting tired of being bothered by the paparazzi and tired of people asking me for money all the time. So I faked my death in that plane crash.
You mean you weren't really flying?
I've been wearing this John from Denver mask ever since. You know, I miss singing.
Well, I could put on co-pilot.
And I'm just gonna be truthful about that. You know, I miss singing.
Well, I could put on co-pilot.
Just wondering how many cameras you got there in that town.
Somewhere in the vicinity of 5,000.
Oh, that's a lot of cameras.
Remember, we started with just one. 2 weeks. It was almost as if he couldn't wait to get started.
And of course, his eagerness to leave his mother's womb was the very reason he was the one who was elected.
In competition with 5 other unwanted pregnancies, the casting of a show determined by an air date, Truman was the one who arrived on cue.
And suggestive camera work like these shots you're seeing right now, along with Jim Carrey's charismatic, paranoid optimism, is what makes The Truman Show so unique.
I like your pen.
Man, I'm just gonna.
And this shouldn't be that surprising. Peter Weir has this uncanny, charismatic, paranoid optimism is what makes The Truman Show so unique.
If Robin gets some help or checks himself and stops being so paranoid about some ridiculous shit, Robin.
Designed and slightly man-made.
Okay, he's making his turn onto Lancaster Square.
This balance was settled in the details, as everything was warped just a few percentage points off an established.
Yes,
walked away. No, he walked away.
Deciding what the night would look like, what the sunrise would look like, all the different phenomena visually that would be designed and slightly man-made.
Okay, he's making his turn on the Lancaster Square. Okay, he's making his turn on...
And slightly man-made.
Okay, he's making his turn on the Lancaster Square.
This balance
visually that would be designed and slightly man-made.
Okay, he's making his turn on the Lancaster Square.
This balance was settled in the details, as everything was warped just a few percentage points off an established reality.
No, he walked away.
We cannot know for sure if our reality is true or is simply a creation of an illusionist. The idea of Plato's evil genie can be seen in both The Matrix and The Truman Show movies. In The Matrix, the evil genie was the architect. In the case of The Truman Show, Christoph is the genie. The Matrix and The Truman Show movies. In The Matrix, the evil genie was the architect. In the case of The Truman Show, Christoph is the genie. The man
what being on the rock is.
I haven't gone over and checked out Robin's channel. Robin does some interesting work. He's followed me for a little while. He's had some things trying to figure me out, but I love him. He's a great guy. We got to talk on the phone. We've had a couple of different conversations.
The evil genie was the architect. In the case of The Truman Show, Christoph is the genie, the man who has controlled every aspect of Truman's life from birth. To understand how Truman manages to escape, we must first understand the stages that Friedrich Nietzsche
is like Satan rebuking Christ.
This video alone.
Rocks, Henry, tease.
I anoint you.
I rebuke you. Rebuking Robin is like Satan rebuking Christ.
Plans without hidden fees and surprise.
Show Justin.
But it's all for nothing.
What's up with Justin copying that?
Down, they know it. No one can.
Are you gonna show Justin?
No one can be you. They'll chase your shadow, but they'll never catch it. They'll dig through 1,000.
How's it going, everybody?
But they won't
step in the shade here so I can take my glasses off. It's 10.
That's your power. That's the truth they're terrified of. See, the thing about people is, they think they can live without you. They think they can forget. But the mind, it doesn't forget. Not really. It'll keep reminding them. Every time they look at someone new, every time they try to move on, it'll whisper to them in those quiet moments.
How's it going, everybody?
But by then, it'll be too late. You'll be gone and they'll be left chasing ghosts. They'll be left with the memory of you, the shadow of what they lost. And that's their punishment. You're free. Free from their expectations, their lies, their endless search for something that doesn't exist. Free from the chains they tried to put on you. Free from the world that never really knew your worth. They'll spend the rest of their lives searching for someone who can do what you did. Someone who can stand where
How's it going, everybody?
Stood.
Step in the shade here so I can take my glasses off.
Stalking him for months on end? I thought you watched his channel. All those people that you've given thumbs up to, all these people down here in your comments, like Mark 18 Mod 0.
Jamie, stick to your guns. Proud of you. So Andrew's very proud of you.
He's a stalker. Jamie the Rabbit. This is all the people that and you like their comment, bro. These are all the people that have been stalking Robin. All he was doing is showing you that they were trying to show you love while giving Robin a hard time.
Poor Robin. Andrew gets a pardon.
We'll never find him because there's only one you. There's only one you. Remember that.
Blah, 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 blah.
Come on. They'll chase replacements, but none will compare to you. But here's the thing.
Robin, are you saying that that's you?
They won't stop.
Is that you under the
no.
mask?
Not ever.
Is Robin saying that he's the Joker?
They'll keep chasing, keep searching. Like
Did you know in The Dark Knight, when Joker crashes the party, Alfred was supposed to talk in this scene, but Michael Caine had never met Heath Ledger before. He was so shocked by Ledger's acting performance that he genuinely got scared and forgot his line.
The movie obviously is about the Joker, but it goes beyond that. It's really about the mental state he was in. Can you tell me a little bit about what research or what kind of what you did to prepare for this? Because this was really an intense performance.
Were never ready for you. They couldn't handle the depth of your being. They couldn't handle the way your intensity shone through every crack in the facade to maintain. You were too strong for them, not in the sense of brute force, but in the sheer strength of your spirit, your authenticity, your refusal to play by the rules of a world obsessed with masks and shadows. They called you complicated, didn't they? Too much, too intense, too real. They didn't want real, they wanted someone who was easy to understand, someone who wouldn't challenge their comfortable lies. But you were everything they feared. You were the truth they spent their entire lives running from. When you spoke, their smiles grew uneasy. You saw it, you felt it. Every time you went beyond the surface, they recoiled. They didn't want to discuss things that mattered. They wanted to stay on safe ground, where everything could be predictable and controlled. But that wasn't you. It never was. You didn't fit their mold. You never could. And that terrified them. But here's the thing, their fear of you had nothing to do with you being too much and everything to do with them being afraid of their own depth. You dared to feel, to think, to question, and in doing so, you forced them to confront the parts of themselves they'd long buried. They couldn't handle it, so they left. They left because you broke the mold they tried to force you into. You didn't play the game where everyone pretends to be fine, where every word is carefully curated to fit into society's acceptable boxes. You didn't wear the mask. In their eyes, you were the Joker, the wild card, the one who refused to play by the rules.
But here's the thing.
Robin, are you saying that that's
They
you?
won't stop.
Is that you under the
no.
mask?
Not ever.
Is Robin saying that he's the Joker?
They'll keep chasing, keep searching. Like
In their eyes, you were the Joker, the wild card, the one who
There's
refused to
Morpheus,
play by the
treasure
rules.
hunt. But here's the
And they
thing.
didn't know how to
Robin,
handle
are you saying
that.
that that's
They
you?
won't stop.
Is that you under
But
the
here's
mask?
the truth, comfort is a
Is
trap.
Robin saying that he's the Joker?
It's easy, predictable, and most people choose it because it doesn't challenge them. But you chose something else. You chose to live authentically, to feel deeply, to question the status quo. That's what made you different. That's what made you too strong for them. Unapologetically, without hiding. In a world full of fake smiles, you chose to be genuine. In a world that teaches people to hide their flaws, you chose to embrace them. You chose to be open, to let people see the parts of you that aren't perfect, that aren't polished, that are still growing. And that is where your true power lies, not in the people who left, but in your refusal to become something you're not just to keep them around. People who left, not in the people who left, but...
Before he deletes the video.
Kevin's probably got my name in his mouth for every 2 minutes in his videos, which is fine. Actually just makes me feel important that I will never watch his videos again. I know he's a liar. I know he's deceitful.
I know he is a liar.
Where did he go?
Definitely.
With the freaking bone, man.
You know,
Why ain't he
called
get
him
that?
to
Why ain't he
several
get that
lies.
shit to the dog, yo?
This dude's name, you know Robin Hood's? I know his real name is Robin Henry Tees.
Yeah.
When I get you?
That's you, pal.
I catch
You're not dead. You're planted. You're about to grow into something real.
I'm gonna eat you.
something big. And when you do, oh man.
Me? But I'm
Robin Henry Tees.
Robin Henry Tees.
Robin Henry Tees.
Robin, over there. Robin?
Yeah.
Henry Tees?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm exposed this satanic creature right here. Goes by Robin Hood, DCPSHN by DZYN. Alright? This motherfucker right here is a robotoid. You can clearly see, has a synthetic looking skin.
Oh man.
Nice.
Because I have not sent them. That's why you're getting so much resistance, Robin.
And all these people that are so-called Christians are more wrapped up on proven wrong.
What do you mean proven?
As a fake than preaching the word of God. It's unbelievable. You people are more worried about showing Robin is a false prophet than saying, hey, yo guys, Christ is coming back.
Destroying them, but in rising above them, in showing them that no matter how many lies they told, no matter how many times they tried to break you, you survived.
Do it yourself.
That's the whole thing with the Jacob's trouble and the, but I said we got a couple of years. We got 3.5 years. Even though you're the blasphemer who said Jesus is not the Father, go on.
Robin Henry Tees, aka Robin's Hood.
Days ago. It hasn't stopped.
Comes to Robin Henry Tees, aka Robin's Hood. His whole channel is to deceive people, to keep the truth from people. That's the reason why he says some of the stupidest shit on YouTube.
It hasn't stopped.
Comes to Robin Henry Tees, aka Robin's Hood. His whole channel is to deceive people, to keep the truth from people. That's the reason why he says some of the stupidest shit on YouTube.
Are you gonna show Justin?
No one can be you. They'll chase your shadow.
In that.
Down, they know it. No one can. But it's all for nothing.
What's up with Justin copying that?
Down, they know it. No one can.
How's it going, everybody?
No one can be you. They'll chase your shadow.
Wow, how convenient you said that at that time, huh? It's crazy.
But they'll never catch it. They'll dig through 1,000 souls, but they won't find yours. And that, my friend, that's your power.
Because I didn't even see that video until you said something.
That's gonna eat them alive. Something they couldn't touch.
He even said it. He
So
even
they
made
did
another prediction Robin made, so he is a false prophet.
They knew how to do. Destroy. But guess what? Their destruction? It's temporary. Your rebuild? That's forever. They'll keep pretending, keep hiding behind their lies, but deep down they'll always know. They'll know they couldn't break you. And that's gonna eat them alive.
He was going to the lodge and he crowned
You're gonna
Jonathan
sleep
Flick at the lodge in 2019,
knowing you came out stronger.
Is it another joke? Is he really in the Freemasonry? Well, he is another victim of the MKUltra, that's for sure. The rest of it is not sure, but he is obsessed with spirits. Every day he's doing what he's doing. There's no doubt about it. And the way I understand Robin Hood is that he's obsessed with the spirit. He's saying he's being targeted. He's saying he's been pushed around and harassed spiritually. but I want to point out that the reason is because of his sin. The reason and what sin he is guilty of the most is the mockery of Jesus that he's always doing. Jesus that he's always doing is the mockery of Jesus that he's always doing. So the role of Robin Hood is to make the king laugh, because that's what the jester would do. Okay, the jester. What's the jester doing in a kingdom? He's by the side of the king and he's making the king laugh.
You force them to confront the fact that maybe, just maybe, they're not as special as they thought they were.
He was going to the lodge and he crowned
You're gonna
Jonathan
sleep
Fleck at the
easy,
lodge in 2019.
knowing you came out stronger.
Is it another joke? Is he really in the Freemasonry? Well, he is another victim of the culture, that's for sure. The rest of it is not sure, but he is obsessed with spirits. Every day he's doing what he's doing. There's no doubt about it. And the way I understand Robin Hood is that he's obsessed with the spirit. He's saying he's been targeted. He's saying he's been pushed around and harassed spiritually.
What's up, Doc?
The TV's following me around.
My mama done told me bring home something for dinner.
For dinner? What's cooking? What's you looking for?
Don't tell me, don't tell me.
The way I understand Robin Hood is that he
I was a little too small.
He's obsessed with the spirit.
A buzzard is two-faced. A goony old tank that'll lead you to sing a week, a way.
You know something?
A buzzard is two-faced. A goony old tank that'll lead you to sing a week, a way.
You know something? I think he's a tricking me.
So Robin Hood, it's always difficult with Robin Hood to figure out when he is making a mockery of his own words and also making a mockery of Jesus' words. Or is he seriously expressing himself as a victim of his own wicked ways? So I want to show the reason, I want to show the wicked ways. Wicked ways. Own wicked ways. So I want to show the reason, I want to show the way to Robin Hood about the reason why he is expressing how he's living in a nightmare every day. Everywhere he said that he was going to the lodge and Robin Hood, I understand him as he's very well. He said that he was going to the lodge and he crowned Jonathan Fleck at the lodge in 2019. But is it another joke? Is he really in the Freemasonry? Well, he is another victim of the
See, the thing about people is they think they can live without you. They think they can forget. But the mind, it doesn't forget. Not really. It'll keep reminding them. Every time they look at someone new, every time they try to move on, it'll whisper to them in those quiet moments. They'll realize. But by then, it'll be too late. You'll be gone and they'll be left chasing ghosts. They'll be left with the memory of you, the shadow of what they lost. And that's their punishment. You're free. Free from their expectations, their lies, their...
He's deceitful. Everything he says about me is not true, so I have no reason to believe that it's not him deleting my comments. And the comments that he's deleting, he honestly deserves to get his ass whooped for the little slick comments that he's... I have no reason to believe that it's not him deleting my comments. And the comments that he's deleting, he honestly deserves to get his ass whooped for the little slick comments that he's made in the past. And you know, it's just obvious to me now. I was being dumb for a very long time. I just wanted to be Robin's friend.
And he does so by having the only person Truman trusts lie through his teeth to convince him that he was right about his father returning all along. This is all terrible, but the real horror of Truman's situation rears its ugly head when he's attempting to escape Sea Haven at the end of the film. In the few scenes we see Christoph in, he shows himself to be deeply dedicated to his work, and he no doubt considers Truman to be a son to him of sorts, but in reality, he sees him as more of a...
What is that? Robinson. What is that?
In the few scenes we see Christoph in, he shows himself to be deeply dedicated to his work, and he no doubt considers Truman to be a son to him of sorts, but in reality, he sees him as more of a possession. During Truman's escape, we find a Christoph who is totally willing to kill Truman in order to preserve the most important thing in his life, his show. The people around him are mortified at his willingness to sentence Truman to death for trying to be his own person, and
Hold, please. Hold, please. With the passion, this is true. Boy, oh boy, does Mr. Robin Henry T sure like to accuse people of all kinds of shit, but he's the only one.
But Christoph doesn't view Truman as a fellow human being who has thoughts, feelings, and desires of his own, but the star of his show that he's essentially raised from birth. Truman isn't Truman in Christoph's eyes. He's Truman sponsored by Christoph, a sick experimental dream made a reality that Christoph feels he has the right to claim as his possession, stating in so many words that he was born on the show, so it's only fair that he dies on the show. But thankfully, Truman manages to escape his imprisonment on this would-be paradise.
Mr. Robin Henry T sure like to accuse people of all kinds of shit, but he's the only one that isn't fucked up.
A person who was rightfully his, to do with him whatever he pleased. But the sad truth is that Christoph wouldn't have been able to keep producing this show if it weren't for the constant support of the people running the show alongside him, and so by having the only person Truman trusts lie through his teeth to convince him that he was right about his father returning all along. This is all terrible, but through his teeth, so by having the only person Truman trusts lie through his teeth.
No, he's deceitful. Everything he says about me is not true, so I have no reason to believe that it's not him deleting my comments. And the comments that he's deleting, he honestly deserves to get his ass whooped for the little slick comments that, being an agent, working for Derek Bros.
To Philly for an interview. You said you were never going to talk to me, so I can't fulfill your interview.
It's final. Like, it's a wrap. So, I just want to make it clear that all the things that he's ever said about me in the past, being an agent, working for Derek Bros, working for the inside, none of that's true.
All of it's true.
It's not even close to true.
It's dead on, Robin.
Nothing he says is close to true. So...
Too strong for them, but that just means you're exactly who you're meant to be. You will find the ones who are inspired by your courage to be real. You're that Joker with that perfect smile, with the perfect scar, ready to show all the imperfections, and that takes strength. Like, comment, and subscribe, and share my madness, and tell the Batman I said hello.
Okay. Hey, Robin. You know, I'm the real Batman. Okay?
Robin, Henry, tease. I rebuke you.
Talk about a few things.
We're gonna talk about it.
What do you think about Robin?
It's a good analogy of Robin. Because Robin thinks he's gonna be a king in heaven. And you know what? He might be. I don't know. But this guy, Robin's so fucking sure that he's saved, and that's another issue I have. It's like,
so you can either believe what I'm telling you, or you can follow after the Joker, because he has stolen the Batmobile. All right? I don't care. I don't care.
Or am I going to slay him spiritually? Without object.
So you can either believe what I'm telling you, or you can follow after the Joker, because he has stolen the Batmobile. All right? I don't care. I don't care. But you're chasing after fool's gold. All right? And in the end, he's going to be slain. He will. I guarantee it. And in the end, he's going to be slain. I guarantee it. This is just the tip. This is just the beginning.
Look at that. Ain't that the damn truth? It's the beginning of what, Steve?
These are the most prevalent examples of the emotional and psychological abuse that Truman is subjected to. But Truman is made a victim to countless other existential abuses on a daily basis. Truman is reduced to the man that the man wants him to be, a vehicle for advertisement and cheap entertainment derived from the exploitation of his life. Christoph, a man who is said to value his privacy, admits that if Truman wanted to discover the truth and escape Sea Haven, the showrunners ultimately would be unable to stop him from doing so. But that isn't from a lack of trying. Ultimately would be unable to stop him from ultimately would be unable to stop him. He would be unable to stop him. He would be unable to stop him. Unable to stop him from doing so. But that isn't from a lack of trying. When Truman finally begins to see the cracks in his made-up world, Christoph does everything he can to try and keep him from uncovering the truth, which includes abducting the actor who played Truman's father when he returns to Sea Haven, and creating fake disasters to distract him from what's really going on. He even goes as far as bringing back Truman's supposed father to con him into staying in Sea Haven, and he does so by having the only person Truman trusts lie through his teeth to
in the end, the pit opens up.
Why is Justin?
I've already seen the change in society. It's easy.
Why is Justin
If you're converted to be able to see the change in
making
society isn't easy.
a Robin
They're all acting different. They're all being
shadow?
taken over by another force. That's what it is. Anyway, okay,
Why are you
so
doing that,
during the
Justin?
Travis Scott concert.
Did Derek tell you to do that?
One more time.
You even have your left arm down the same way. Come on, dude. What do that? Tell you to do that? Did Derek tell you? Did Derek tell you? Derek tell you? Derek tell you to do that?
One more time.
Derek tell you? Derek tell you? Did Derek tell you to do that? Derek tell you to do that? Derek to do that? Do that. Tell you to do that. Derek tell you to do that. Did Derek tell you to do that? Did Derek tell you to Derek tell you to tell you to do that? Do that.
One more time. 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 One more time.
Derek tell you to do that?
One more time.
You even have your left arm down the same way. Come on, dude. What are you doing that for, Justin?
And then it just dissipates.
Your left arm down the same way. Come on, dude. What are you doing that for, Justin?
And then it just dissipates. Okay, so there you go.
I don't know. Maybe Robin knows why. What do you think, Robin? Why do you think Justin is doing this in his video today?
That's his channel name. In the end, the pit opens up.
Why is Justin?
I've already seen the change in society.
Why is Justin making a Robin shadow?
That's what it is. Anyway, okay,
why are you doing that, Justin?
Scott concert.
Did Derek tell you to do that?
No more channel name.
Video today. Justin is doing this. Robin knows why. I don't know. Maybe Robin knows why. Robin knows why. Knows why. Maybe Robin. Maybe Robin knows. Maybe Robin knows why. What do you know? Maybe Robin knows why. Robin knows why. What do you think, Robin knows why. What do you think, Robin? Why do you think Justin is doing this? To do that? You to do that? You to do? Derek? Did Derek tell you to do? That?
One more time.
Derek tell you? Did Derek tell you to do that?
Do communicate with the enemy. I mean, look, they're announcing in Israel right now in the Israel Times and all that. They've identified the Messiah and they're going to be talking to him soon and revealing who he is.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
This is the gaslighting, and then this is the gaslighting, and then they tell us that cloud seeding and all of this stuff isn't happening. It's incredible. Yeah. It's incredible. It's truly incredible to witness. I never thought that I would see such a thing. So when you saw it, so what you're saying, you can't make this stuff up. That you were looking at the same
ultimate truth.
At the same
ultimate truth. The ultimate truth. Now.
Hi. Konnichiwa. What? You take Japanese.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Lauren, right?
Hey, wow, Justin, isn't that your girlfriend's name, Lauren? That's pretty similar too, ain't it?
Lauren, right. Lauren, right.
Yeah.
I know. You know, Truman, I'm not allowed to talk to you.
Really? Yeah, well, I can understand it. I'm a pretty dangerous character.
I'm sorry. It's not up to me.
Girls gotta be careful.
Not that.
Was it Meryl? The girl that was with me? No, we're not. We're just friends.
It's nothing like that.
It's how I look. Not your type.
No.
I like your pen. I was wondering that myself.
Truth. The ultimate truth. Now, I'm going to take all this to the Bible again in a way that y'all have never seen it.
To everybody, this newfound truth that I have.
Ultimate truth. Now, I'm going to take all this to the Bible again.
This newfound truth that I have. But it does links I'll put in, and maybe people can, take a look and see,
You know, it doesn't mean that you're not saved. It's not a saving issue. It says in the Bible that people will reign with Christ in their human form.
Yes, hold on one second. Oh, I'm sorry, I popped you out of there. I was trying to bring everybody in here. Now we got everybody, and I'm bringing future fields for.
Hey, Justin.
Hey, so there's Justin. So future
What's up,
fields.
Robin?
Let's. Oh, there's an enemy.
No, I just want to make it clear. I'm unknown from Robin's channel. I'm Will Stain.
January 6, 2021.
From Robin's channel.
And I will never watch.
No intention to ever speak to him again.
Ever.
I never will. When I cut somebody off,
11 months later.
All right, so he's never going to talk to me again, which means he's unsubbed. And when he comes to Philly for an interview, you said you were never going to talk to me again, so I can't fulfill your interview.
It's fine.
This is the gaslighting, and then they tell us that cloud seeding and all of this stuff isn't happening.
So
it's incredible. It's incredible. It's truly incredible to witness.
That all the things that he's ever said about
I never
me in
thought
the
that I would
past,
see such a thing.
About being an agent, working for Derek Bros, working for the inside. None of that's true.
All that's true.
In the end, the pit opens up.
What? Did Derek tell you to do that? Did Derek tell you to do that? Derek tell you to do that? Do that? Did Derek tell you to do that? You even have your left arm down the same way. Come on, dude. What are you doing that for, Justin?
I'm a liar from the beginning.
I'm a liar from the beginning. You hear that?
Did Derek tell you? Derek tell you to do that? Do that?
One more time.
Derek tell you to do that? Tell you to do that? Did Derek tell you? Did Derek tell you to do that?
One more time. It opens up.
Why is Justin?
I've already seen the change in society. It's easy.
Why is Justin making a Robin shadow?
That's what it is. Anyway, okay,
why are you doing that, Justin?
His own words.
Did Derek tell you to do that?
Meaning him. I'm a liar from the beginning.
You even have your left arm down the same way. Come on, dude. What are you doing that for, Justin?
And then it just dissipates.
No one
Are you
can
gonna go, Justin?
Okay, so there you go.
I don't know. Maybe Robin knows why. What do you think, Robin? Why do you think Justin is doing? What do you think, Robin? Why do you think Justin is doing this in his video today?
That's his channel name. In the end, the pit opens up.
Why is Justin?
That's your power.
Why is Justin?
That's the truth they're terrified of.
Making a Robin
the thing about people
shadow.
Is they think they can live without you.
Why are you doing that, Justin? Did Derek tell you to do that?
They think they
so
can
when you
forget.
saw it, so what you're saying, you can't make this
But
stuff
the
up. That you were
mind-
looking at the same.
Ultimate truth.
Do that?
One more concert.
Did Derek tell you to do that? Tell you to do that? You to do that? Did Derek tell you to do that? Did Derek tell you to do that? Did Derek tell you to do that? Do that? Tell you did Derek tell you to do that?
It is a stage of transformation, and it is usually destructive. Truman drives recklessly, threatens his wife, and realizes all the lies he's been told, eventually leading him into confronting the architect of his simulation. Christoph. Into confronting the architect of his simulation, Christoph. Christoph then gives Truman a choice between staying in that perfectly controlled world or leaving
I
for
was
the
evil,
dangerous real world.
I could fuck with you so hard, I'd put you in an insane asylum. But I'm not that way. I'm not mean, dude. I'm not. I mean, every now and then I play with you and fuck around, but I don't fuck with you the way that I could fuck with you if I want to. Now, other people do. I mean, it's obvious as all hell, the people that fuck with you. And I'm sure they enjoy the reactions they get from you. Reactions they get. And I'm sure they enjoy the reactions they get from you. But I know you very well, Robin. I've been watching you for a long time.
First episode of Analyzing Evil,
watching
featuring
you, but
Christoph from The Truman Show. The Truman Show is
with you.
Truman Show is reality TV taken to an extreme, an experiment and entertainment conceived by the mind of one man that subjects one human being to a life he never chose to live.
Just because of the fact of I know how you operate. But I don't, because I'm not evil. Comprende?
A person who was born and bred to serve one function, and one function only, to entertain the
You
entire
might want to think about that, man.
world.
You might want to thank me for not being evil. Because I could fuck with you hard, dude. And just when I play around with you, All right, Robin. Man, you got me cracking up, man. But so Robin just said it. He is never going here. Hold on. Robin just said
that you are just John from Denver, because I know you're not. And what does it matter anyway? It only matters if there's one person on Earth that can't be fooled any longer, and that's some ridiculous shit, right? I know, gets some help or checks himself. They sound like Justin. And stops being so paranoid about some ridiculous shit. Robin, your mind is fucking with you, man. And I told you this a long time ago. If I was an evil bastard, I could fuck with you so bad because I know how you are. Well,
I'm not evil.
24/7.
good and evil. So it's not.
No, I'm
You
not.
can be an evil bastard.
Hello, everyone.
I am not
and
evil.
welcome to the 81st episode of Analyzing Evil, featuring
I could
Christoph from
be.
The Truman
You're
Show.
right. I could
The
be,
Truman
but I'm
Show is
not.
reality TV taken to an extreme.
And yeah, you can.
And I don't
manipulate
lie.
me in ways because you can.
All right, he's about to say it.
You're just a regular person, and
He's about
I
to
know
say it.
damn well you're not. Point blank. I'm never gonna say that you are just John from Denver because I know you're not.
He's never going to say that I'm just John from Denver because he knows I'm not. All right, well, that being the case and him making that statement and Robin sticks to his guns, I give up. I give up. I'm not going to try to convince you of the truth anymore, Robin. It's the last time I'm going to say anything about it. Well, no, I'm not, because it's pointless. So you keep on thinking whatever you're going to think. There's nothing I can do about it, and I'm not going to try to do anything about it from this point on. But I am still not going to fuck with you. Even though I could. I'm not going to. You know,
A similar choice was given to
found out a lot
Neo
of-
by the architect, and both men chose the opposite of what the creators expected.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
After Truman decides to abandon the safety of his false reality, he enters the stage of metaphysical nihilism. In this final stage, the person has to start creating their own values and beliefs. Another idea that the film proposes is because the system itself groomed them. In both The Truman Show and The Matrix, the protagonists face their creators. In his face their creators. The protagonists face their creator. In his face their creators. Those confrontations. In his face their creators. Those face their creators. The protagonists face their creators. Those confrontations with the gods of their worlds is what Friedrich Nietzsche referred to as confrontations with the gods of their worlds. interpretations what the gods of their worlds is what Friedrich Nietzsche referred to as the death of God. It's when man transcends those ancient beliefs to create their own path, and it is seen in many social movements that have abandoned their traditions in search of rationality. In the end, man has created multiple simulations to evade reality or to take advantage of others. The only way to avoid falling for these simulations, or at least some of them, is to do what Truman did. Question everything we've been taught and be willing to look beyond reality. But do you agree? What do you think about the Truman Show? Did you like this Truman Show Matrix comparison analysis? We hope so, because it is the first in our new series of videos where we will be talking about other films that share similar themes, philosophies, and technologies with
You get paid one day for the work that you put in.
some of them is correct, and it is seen in many social movements that have abandoned their traditions in search of rationality. In the end, man has created multiple simulations to evade reality or to take advantage of others. The only way to avoid falling for these simulations, or at least some of them, is to do what Truman did. Question everything we've been taught and be willing to look beyond reality. But do you agree? What do you think about The Truman Show? Did you like this Truman Show Matrix comparison analysis? We hope so, because it is the first in our new series of videos where we will be talking about other films that share similar themes, philosophy,
and to be honest, it changed my life.
dedication, loyalty, commitment.
It's kind of like getting in the ark. It was kind of like the herald to everybody to get ready for the storms that were coming. So the boat was there. You know what this one is called? They call it Barbie. Scary Barbie, actually. Right? Now here's the interesting part. Billion light years. Okay? 8 billion light years away from us. 8. There's that number 8 again, right? Guess what though? When the universe was about 6 billion years old, and it's still being detected by telescopes today. These events are, this person right here, I'm sorry your name's escaping me right now, was like, Jacob, I was just watching Will Smith turning into spaghetti. And I go, that's weird, because I was just at the gym before taking Guess what though? When the universe was about 6 billion years old, and it's still being detected by telescopes today. These events are, this person right here, I'm sorry your name's escaping me right now, was like, Jacob, I was just watching Will Smith turning into spaghetti. And I go, that's weird, because I was just at the gym before taking... show before she sent me that little @Jacob tweet response wearing a Bel Air shirt, and I explained to him what Bel was. Bel Air, Baal, Air, right? Baal, Air, Baal, the Lord of this world, the God of this world, not the God, the wrong one, the one that they set the Arch of Baal all over the place. It's like the Baal worship. It's like false gods. And I explained it to him, and I talked to him about the Oscars. Then another guy chimes in. The next thing you know, I'm giving a whole video for free to these people about the Oscars. The Summer of the Soul, right, which was going on with the harvest. We talked about this.
Staff Sergeant Christopher Morningstar.
Will, which means proud, stiff neck. Smith, which means striker. He smites. Which means proud, stiff neck. Smith, which means striker. He smites. Chris Rock, the rock of Christ, symbolically. The Summer of the Soul, the harvest, the awards being given out, the Bel
pretending, Truman. Do you understand? Everybody's pretending.
I don't know.
No. My name's not Lauren. It's Sylvia. My name's Sylvia. Yeah.
Lauren, sweetheart, not again. Hey, wait a minute. Who are you? I'm her father.
I've never even
Come on,
seen
you weren't doing it, Lee. Honey.
He's lying.
Honey, please.
Truman, please. Don't lie. Everything I've told you is the truth. It's fake. It's all for you. And the show. Everything is fake. The show. Everything's
be all right.
Please don't
Stop,
leave him.
Lauren.
He's gonna lie to you.
Christopher, warning.
I really would like to know what's going on.
I never would have seen it because I'd already walked to where the highway was twice. But the Lord had me walk back to my car, and then as I was walking, literally stopped me in my tracks to look, and I looked down, I'm like, what am I looking at? Just like the rocks, it's naughty. It says Morning Star Boardwalk. Oddly enough, I look right over here, and it says Morning Star Boardwalk. And it says, as long as stars graze in the vault of heaven, so shall your honor, your name, and your praises endure. Virgil. I mean, do you guys find that just impossible? Let's look at all the... Okay, now, this is where you really need... Okay, now just try wrap your brain around what's going on now.
And that, my friend, that's your power. That's the truth they're terrified of. See, the thing about people is...
You want people to respect you, to fear you.
People, what a transition.
You show them what happens when they cross you. You keep them at a distance. Let them know you're not someone to be messed with. You can't afford to be soft in this world.
They think they can live without you. They think they can forget.
Let them know you're not
But the
someone
mind,
to be messed with.
it doesn't.
Let them know you're not
Not
someone
really.
to be messed with.
It'll keep
Let them know
reminding
you're
you
not someone to be
every
messed
time they
with.
look at someone new.
You can't
Every
afford
time they try to
be
move
soft
on,
in this
it'll
world.
whisper to them.
Soft
those quiet
gets you
moments,
killed.
They'll realize.
Hard keeps you alive. It's
But
that
by then,
simple.
it'll be too late.
You see, there's
You'll be
no room
gone.
for
They'll be
emotions
left
in the
chasing
world I live in.
ghosts. They'll be left
The
with the
moment you
memory,
let feelings dictate your actions,
the shadow
you've
of
all
what they
been.
lost, and that's their punishment. And that, my friend, that's your power. That's the truth they're terrified of. See, the thing about people is, they think they can live without you.
But you need to pray about your discernment because, I mean, like I said, that is showing a weakness in your discernment. There's something not right there, Robin, something not good. I don't know everything. Never said I did. But I always question what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. I'm always double checking myself to make sure that I'm not making a mistake. And if I am, I correct it. Either I'll realize on my own that I'm making a mistake, or somebody will correct me. And I'll agree and try to fix it. But you need to think to yourself now, Robin, if this is how you're feeling, something's not right, man. And I think you honestly feel that I'm all these people. And you know, you're passing up very easy. How do I say this? You're passing up very easy things that these people are showing, traits that I definitely don't have. Like the girl with the lisp. She's got a big ass head. I don't have a big head. It's just your discernment, Robin, should not be telling you what it's telling you. So there's holes in your discernment.
This is my
I recommend you to come, man.
When
Because,
talking about simulations,
I
we
mean,
tend to think of virtual worlds created on
look what it's having
computers.
you do. It's
The
having you
Matrix showed an
waste hour of
example
your
of
time.
these
Well, we'll call it 40
simulations
minutes
that people
out
could
of that hour
access and get trapped in.
on take Japanese. Basically pointing the finger saying I'm this and that when I'm none of the above. I'm going to have to reassess everything that I have thought to be true that's come from Robin because he can't even get it right with me. And I put myself out on YouTube way more than I should. Way more than I should. I should be way more discreet with my channel, and I'm not. And as a matter of fact, I showed my face because you kind of put me on the spot, Robin. And so then I did. Here's the thing. Nothing's ever good enough for Robin. Nothing's ever good enough. So if Robin, is trying to squeeze shit out of you, think about giving him that squeeze because it's just going to continue. It's never going to be good enough. So just think about what you do with Robin because it's not going to stop. If he wants something from you, he's going to keep wanting something from you. It's never ending. Robin is the never ending gobstopper.
Yeah. Gobstopper.
Nothing's ever good enough. And if Robin gets some help or checks himself and stops being so paranoid about some ridiculous shit, Robin, your mind is fucking with you, man. And I told you this a long time ago. If I was an evil bastard, I could fuck with you so bad because I know how you operate. I know how your mind works. You put it all out there for everybody. I am an intelligent person, but I'm not evil. If I was evil, I could fuck with you so hard, I'd put you in an insane asylum. But I'm not that way. I'm not mean, dude. Every now and then I play with you and fuck around, but I don't fuck with you the way that I could fuck with you if I wanted to. Now, other people do. It's obvious as all hell, the people that fuck with you. And I'm sure they enjoy the reactions they get from you. But I know you very well, Robin. I've been watching you for a long time, and not only watching you, but interacting with you. And I'm just gonna say it one more time. If I wanted to fuck with you, dude, I could fuck with you real bad, just because of the fact that I know how you operate. But I don't, because I'm not evil. Comprende? So you might want to think about that, man. You might want to thank me for not being evil, because I could fuck with you hard, dude. And just when I play around with you, just thank God and thank me that I'm not evil, bro. Be lucky that the one person that could fuck with you real bad is not that kind of person. For the rest of you, thanks for watching. And I will be making some new videos very soon. Until next time.
And that's your victory. That's your legacy. They'll chase replacements. See, or be a part of, 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 or be a part of. And that's your victory. That's your victory. That's your legacy. They'll chase or be a part of. And that's your victory. That's your legacy. They'll chase and that they do. They're running in circles.
About at the end here, ladies and gentlemen.
While
chasing goats.
You're moving forward. You're building something new, something stronger, something that they'll never be a part of. And that's your victory. That's your legacy. They'll chase replacements, but none will compare to you.
How's it going, everybody? Step in the shade here so I can take my glass.
Okay. All right. So anyway. All right, guys. Well, there you go. Robin, your discernment is off kilter, and you need to address that, man, because your off kilter discernment is making you waste your time. All right, Robin. You'll be focusing that energy on something else. Or if you're going to focus your energy towards me, in a more positive way, like just, maybe. All right, Robin. Have a conversation. All right, Robin. Things that are kind of important. I've never really had the opportunity. And I'd given up a long time ago.
That's why you have to be untouchable. And don't mistake kindness for strength. Being nice to people won't get you respect. It'll get you used. You want people to respect you, to fear you. You show them what happens when they cross you. You keep them at a distance. Let them know you're not someone to
This
be
whole
messed
time you've known me, you've been pushing me away, or at least keeping me at a distance.
You keep them at a distance. Let them know you're not someone to be messed with.
You could have been working with me, and we could have figured out all kinds of shit. I'm a firm believer that a lot of things could have been accomplished if you had have not been the way you've been. But it is what it is.
No, it hurts.
You tell him, Joker.
But it is what it is.
No, it hurts. It hurts like hell when you give everything, and they act like it wasn't enough. Like you weren't enough. But the truth is, you were too much for them. You were too strong, too real.
I know I am. You're talking about me now.
That's why they tried to bury you. To pretend like...
I'm way too real. I'm way too real. Me now.
That's why they tried to bury you. To pretend like... Wondering why, no matter who they put in your place, it never feels the same. And it won't. Not today, everybody? Not tomorrow, not ever. Oh, they'll wondering why, no matter who they put in your place, it never feels the same. And it won't. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Same. And it won't. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Oh, they'll try to make it look like they're doing just fine, like everything's moving along without a hitch. But deep down, where the lies can't hide, they're falling apart, crumbling under the weight of their own stupidity. They'll chase replacements, all right? They'll keep hunting for that magic.
Who's that jackass?
Who can do what you did, who can carry what you carried, who can be what you were. But here's the dirty little secret. No one can. You're a force of nature, and they never saw it coming.
Is Robin trying?
Force of nature, and they never saw it coming.